Today we have the pleasure of having Madam Ambassador, Her Excellency from Ethiopia. Glad. Thank you, Madam, for your valuable time in joining us today. The roundtable will be starting subsequent to this, and you will be getting more data and more inputs from Madam regarding Ethiopia and their relations. Our additional secretary also will be joining us in some time. So the release has been given to you, and we would be glad to give you any kind of clarifications and questions that you might have. So this region of Tamil Nadu and in South India, we are very far from Delhi, and an extension of all the trade and commerce development for various cities of South India is being initiated by the office here, and we are hoping and looking for a lot of cooperation from our Ministry of External Affairs and also from the various embassies. And Madam Excellency from Ethiopian Embassy is giving us all the support for developing these trade relations and other social and cultural aspects of building and strengthening these bilateral relationships. So I would leave the floor to you to ask any questions that you might have. In the press conference, we are also joined by Mr. Chris Paul, who is spent 20 years in Africa and is the Vice Chairman of the India-Africa Trade Council. And he is also going to be a very rich resource on understanding Indian-African trade relations. He is here, and we finally have our host in Tamil Nadu, Mr. Ramakrishnan, who is going to be appointed director today of the India Trade Council office, the Africa Trade Council, specifically addressing the COMESA region, because Africa is a very big continent, a very big region, and we have divided into different zones, and so we have got the COMESA director, and he is going to be taking a lot of initiatives in building these multilateral relationships with different countries. And today our focus country is Ethiopia, and it's a very important country for us, for India. Therefore, we're going to be looking forward for all the support and for all the encouragement from Madam Excellency. I thank you very much, and I can allow
into consulting services to niche consulting, basically merger acquisitions, fund syndication, private equity, etc. As part of the portfolio, we also handle corporates, which means that across industries we serve. That is one of the reasons why I was invited for the webinar which took place on November 30th. I was asked to make a presentation on COMESA, of Indian COMESA relationship. So I did the presentation, where I found that most of the African countries, between Africa and India, we have a lot of things in common. For example, the forest reserves as also the agri reserves, quite huge, which is not being tapped properly. That's what I feel. So that needs to be a focus for the first to start the relationship. Now, COVID, I think, is one of the key things that is happening in the world. In India, basically, we found that COVID did not affect people who have a good immunity levels, and those people who had a clean life, they are not been affected. Disciplined food, not been affected. So most of the food what we take, particularly in South Indians, like our turmeric, garlic, all these are blended or added to the as a spice to these foods. So therefore, the immunity level has gone up very well. So therefore, most of this was not affected by the COVID. So that's one. The second, so which means agro-pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals will be one of the focus areas in the relationship I'm going to take it forward. And particularly from Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry and Kerala, I think all of us agree that we have focus on agro results. So, for example, I can tell you a few products which we are trying to introduce. For example, for the eye, vitamin A is a key component. It's a product called beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is chemically manufactured worldwide, but the same beta-carotene is available in blue green algae, which can be developed in lands in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So these are very good substitutes for chemical products. So like this with African countries, particularly commercial countries, we can definitely have a long way to go. And I am sure with the size of these two continents, subcontinent and the continent, I think we'll take a very good space in the global map shortly. Thank you.
Countries we have is a good understanding of how things work or how they not work, what can be done and what should be done. It is also my opinion that whatever work is done between India and any African state is that the partners are to be of equal standing, that there is not one junior partner in it. The pluses are, of course, that both the countries of Africa and all are developing countries, and so is India developing countries. So it is not a sort of top-down kind of attitude, I think, that will be approached. That we have COMESA here joining us with a office in Chennai is also significant because the entrance to South India by sea is Chennai. And I look forward to be part of this incredible journey that is about to be undertaken more vigorously than ever before for bringing the African continent and the mystic India together. Thank you.
I would like to say thank you very much for Dr. Asif for organizing this special event, and also for the India-Africa Trade Council and the India Economic Trade Organization. As it has been said, India and Africa have had a long years relationship, and the relationship can be seen from both political, economic, and technical, and also diplomatic collaboration. And there are so many Indians who are living in different places in Africa, and among all the trade relation between India and Africa is increasing from time to time. And when we come specifically to Ethiopia, Ethiopia has started its relation with India in the 1st century, where the Indian trader used to go to Ethiopia to sell their silks and spices, whereas they used to buy golds and different kind of precious material from Ethiopia. So this long years relationship has grown into a better diplomatic level, and Ethiopia is the first African country that has started its embassy, established its embassy in India in 1948, just 1 year after the independence of India. This really shows the historic relationship between India and Ethiopia. So I believe, even if there are currently more than 600 Indian companies that are operating in Ethiopia, working in different kind of sectors, but I believe the formation of this Indian Trade Council would really help to boost the already existing good relationship between many different countries and India, and also with Ethiopia. So I again want to congratulate Dr. Asif for his initiation, and also I want to acknowledge the fact that the formation of such kind of trade council would be an eye-opener, and also a gateway to just go and look for what is really going on in Ethiopia, because in Ethiopia and also in Africa, because Ethiopia, India and Africa really share a lot of commonalities. There are many things. You can call it in culture, you can call it in different kind of sentiments, relation, and also even the fight against colonialism and whatever kind of thing. So taking all this into consideration, the formation of such kind of trade council would really help to strengthen the relationship between Africa and India, and also specifically when we come to Ethiopia, since we still have a very strong relation with India, we want to use this initiative as a means to go into the second level, and thank you so much.
Of Africa every month in Chennai, and the launch of Africa's Special Economic Zone in Kolar on 100 acres land parcel for the collaboration of African companies is of high priority and high concern this year. And I now invite
about it that South India and the manufacturing here, the services, they provide an important component of India's exports to Africa, and in particular to East and Southern Africa. We have a special focus on this area today. And equally, one of the important things that link India with Ethiopia are our students. A large number of Ethiopian students come and study here in India. Of course, they study all over the country, but since so many good institutions are located in South India, so there too, it's a